Show, the daily show that helps your business grow by giving you what you need to know with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. I'm also the guy that comes up with these catchphrases at the start of the show. If you want to hear catchphrases that are a little bit less corny, tweet at me at BizRepublic, and I'll give you a shout out for your catchphrase. On today's episode, you will learn, can you hustle too hard? Hustle seems to be the most important word in business these days. But could it be your strength to a fault? Can it really hurt your business and hurt your personal life as well? I've had a hard time with this issue, with this topic, as of late, actually. But today, we're going to find out, can you hustle too hard? And if so, what to do about it. So let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by HostGator. If you're looking for an all-in-one solution for your website hosting needs, you gotta check out HostGator. With their 24/7 live support via chat, phone, and email, they make it super easy for you to get up and running any time of the day. And with their one-click WordPress installs and easy website builder, no matter how low-tech you are, you can get going really quick. And best of all, they're giving $100 MBA Show listeners an amazing discount, 30% off hosting. Just go to HostGator.com/MBA30 so you can get that 30% discount on HostGator. That's HostGator.com/MBA30. Before I get into the question, can you hustle too hard? Let me talk about what I mean by hustle, because it's a word that's being thrown around a lot in our space. And in my book, hustle really just means working hard work. It means if you want something, don't just talk about it, do it. But it also means it will be sacrifices. Nothing's for free, especially things that have significant value in life. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Da Vinci didn't become a Renaissance man by spending every night going out with friends. Steve Jobs didn't create the iPhone in between watching every episode of everything on Netflix. You get the point. But the question is, what's your life's work? Figure it out and then get to work. To me, this is the definition of hustle, is doing and not talking and thinking too much. It's easy to slip into constantly planning and not really implementing. Now, I'm in the camp that believes hard work is what makes things happen. But I'm also a believer in living a healthy life. I want to live a healthier life, actually. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, that this is something that I've been struggling with because I will tend to work harder than I should. When I say should, meaning that it will take a toll on my body. I will work to the point where I will realize that I'm being affected physically by the amount of work I'm doing. I don't take frequent enough breaks, either throughout the day or even throughout my month or year. And it's something that I'm trying to work harder on. You know that cliche answer you give in an interview when you're asked, what's your biggest weakness? And a lot of people say, well, I work too hard and it's one of my biggest weaknesses. I got to take it easy. That's really actually my biggest weakness, is that I need to know how to pace myself a little bit better. And not because it's the Zen thing to do, but because our personal health, our family, our close friends, they all have a right over us. Our physical bodies, we have to give our bodies its right. Same thing with family and friends. We must give them their due rights, so to speak. And if we don't, we won't last. Sooner or later, our bodies will give up on us. We'll have no one to keep us going either because we've lost all our friends and family. And we'll have no one to celebrate the success with. So this is really something I'm trying to take seriously because working hard is important. Hustling is important. Getting things done is important. But so is taking breaks. So is making sure that you're pacing yourself and that you don't put so much pressure on yourself. You don't set yourself up in a situation where the pressure is so high that it affects your physical health as well as the people around you. So in my book, you can hustle too hard. I have done this over and over again in my career as an entrepreneur, where I will kind of push the limits or see where the limits are in terms of how much I can work. And often I exceed those limits and it costs me my health. I will have to sit it out for a couple of days because I get sick or I get tired or, or my brain just cannot function anymore because it's just been overloaded. I know that sounds crazy, but it happens. And recently we went through a pretty intense launch with the Webinar Ninja platform. And I was pretty run down because we didn't take a break for a few months straight. And we were really, really working hard every single day, long days, 12-hour days. And it took my body forcing me to rest because I just had no other choice because I couldn't get up, to realize I need to have a better plan. I need to hustle, but also, incorporate the right breaks. So now that we've established that you can hustle too hard, what are we going to do about it? Well, the first thing you have to do is admit that if it's your nature to work hard and to go at it full speed ahead, then embrace that, but make sure that you couple that with breaks. So let me give you an example. Like when I'm working hard on a task, when I'm having a day where I'm really into it, then I want to go all in that day, which is fine. I'll have a full day of super hard work. I'm recording lessons. I'm helping customers with Webinar Ninja. I'm doing all these different things. I'm on interviews. So I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff and I'm really feeling like I'm being productive. Great. But I also have in my plan that I'm going to have time off. So Nicole and I are really committing to the idea of taking at least one full day off and a half day off a week. That's the minimum. If we can get more time off, that's great. But no matter what, we have to take one full day off a week plus a half day off. Half day is like working to noon and then taking the rest of the day off. Now, ideally, we want to take more days off in the week, but right now we're in this stage in our business where we're growing, and we want to put in the time to invest in building that business. But we have a plan in the coming months to kick that back to at least 2 days off. But at least I know if I have a full day off a week, every week, plus a half day off, I can keep going. I will feel energized. I will feel like I can go at it 100% every time I'm working. But the key thing here is committing to the fact that you will take this 1.5 day off. In my case, you can make that 2 days or 3 days. It's up to you. That means even when you're launching something, that means even when there's something critical happening, you need to prioritize your tasks so you make sure that time off is one of the priorities on the list. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have your health, you can't pull anything off. So be mindful that hustling is very important. Working hard is very important. But in order to be 100% when you're hustling, you need to recharge and take those breaks that we talked about. Guys, I got more, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, HostGator. Guys, HostGator makes it super easy for you to get up and running with your website, giving you everything you need from hosting to web design to marketing services to securing domain names. They got everything you need under one roof. So for example, if you want to do a redesign for your website, they can hook you up with a designer to work with you one-on-one. And even if you're just looking to do a site facelift, they can also do that for you. If you want to market your website, HostGator's got SEO and pay-per-click services to help you get the traffic you're looking for. And best of all, HostGator is offering $100 MBA Show listeners a 30% discount. That's a huge amount of savings, guys, for hosting, which is so important in your business. All you got to do is go to HostGator.com/MBA30 to get your 30% discount on HostGator. That's HostGator.com/MBA30. Guys, I got one more great solid tip when it comes to making sure you don't hustle too hard or you hustle yourself to the ground, and you don't want to do that. Often when we make a task list or to-do list for the day, we want to get through every single thing on the list, and sometimes we don't get to it. And what happens is that we just keep working until we finish everything on the list, or we don't feel significant, or we feel like we're not working hard enough. What I suggest to do is that when you're doing the task list or doing the to-do list, make sure that you're listing these things in priority order, in urgency order. So that way, if there's 2 or 3 things on that list that you didn't get to, you know that they're not as important as the things that you did get done. And you can pass them on into tomorrow's list of things. It's very important for you to be disciplined about when to start and stop work. Otherwise, you're going to be working until bedtime every single day. I'm speaking out of experience, guys. So set a deadline where you're going to stop working, whatever that's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever your schedule's like. Make sure you stop working at that time and move those priorities, those things on the bottom of the list, to tomorrow's list. All right, guys, I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got a whole lot more coming your way on the $100 MBA Show. Tomorrow's episode is all about how not to become something you're not. Often when we're building a business, we start to become something that we didn't intend to become, some personality that we're really not familiar with. It's not who we are. In tomorrow's episode, you're going to learn how to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Plus, it's Free Ride Friday, so we're going to give away a free ride to the $100 MBA. Anyone who gives us an iTunes rating and review enters our weekly draw to win a lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training and Community of over 180 video lessons, interviews with experts, workbooks, a whole lot more. Just tap on your cover art and click on the link that says, give us a rating and review, or check us out at 100mba.net/show. Guys, I want to leave you with this. Sometimes it's hard to share with people when you're not good at something. Something that you're struggling with, something that you're working on. Just like what I was doing today, sharing with you how I've been working through making sure I don't hustle too hard. But often when you share those moments with your audience, those moments of even weakness, You allow them to learn a great lesson, a lesson they would normally not learn if you didn't share it with them. And that's what I hoped to do in today's lesson. Guys, I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. I can't wait to check you guys then. Until then, guys, take care.